The presidential election continues to sow divisions in Silicon Valley. Two giants of the tech industry now coming out on opposite sides. A big reversal from a prominent VC and Elon Musk himself campaigning for Trump over the weekend. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. Morning, Dee.
Hey, good morning, Carl. So here was Ben Horowitz just 3 months ago.
For a little tech, we think Donald Trump is actually the right choice. And sorry, Mom, I know you're going to be mad at me for this, but we had to do it.
But that was then, and this is now. Over the weekend, Andreessen Horowitz founder and partner Ben Horowitz, he broke with his VC firm's support of former President Trump. In a memo to employees, he explained his U-turn, saying that he and his wife have known Vice President Harris for over a decade, and, quote, she has been a great friend to both of us. He noted that Harris hasn't yet stated, her and her team haven't yet stated their tech policy, so the firm, Andreessen Horowitz, will not be updating its own position, a position that, when announced in July, it stunned Silicon Valley. It signaled a shift in cultural and political leanings in tech, which has traditionally leaned more liberal. Now, at the time, the thinking was that their support, these two very influential people in tech, that it could encourage others to follow suit. But then, of course, Harris placed Biden on the ticket, and the swell for Trump in Silicon Valley lost some of its momentum. Now, this could also have something to do with access and entitlement. In that July podcast, when Horowitz and Andreessen explained why they were supporting Trump, they talked about having dinner with the former president and how he aligned with their views on AI regulations while expressing frustration at not being able to get meetings with President Biden. Now, that isn't an issue if Harris is in the White House. In his latest memo, this one over the weekend, Horowitz says that he's already had several conversations with VP Harris and her team on their likely tech policies. Now, when I asked an Andreessen Horowitz spokesperson about the diverging views, she told me that, quote, a donation isn't an endorsement, and the firm could flip too if Harris proves better for little tech, the most important item on their agenda. Meanwhile, guys, Trump's highest profile supporter in tech, Elon Musk, of course, he was on the campaign trail this past weekend, really just underscoring how divisive this election cycle has become in tech, when traditionally you don't see as much of this back and forth, but it's heating up as we get even closer.
I mean, this is weird. So he's backing her now because she's a friend, but still supports the policies of Donald Trump for tech, little tech, crypto, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm not sure even how to explain this. But yes, and I guess that was the distinction. He also, in that memo to employees, said that the Biden administration has been awful for little tech in terms of regulation and policy. He even acknowledged that we don't yet know, Harris's policies to tech. So, it is confusing, Sarah. I'm with you on that.
I guess the question is, does it matter, right? Is there a real impact here?
I think it does, because when Andreessen and Horowitz came out in support of Trump, it really, it did matter, because they're so vocal and they're such a powerful VC firm here that it gave cover to a lot of other founders and VCs to express their support of Trump, which has traditionally been really difficult to do in past years. It also just really shows this changing guard. And now Horowitz's about face tells us, too, that, support can be swelling back for Harris as we get closer. And as we've seen this election cycle, tech has been really important.
Well, and helps her cash advantage, I guess, as well. Thank you, Deirdre.
Exactly.
Deirdre Bosa.